Dr. Evans Kidero's public life has been defined as much by controversy as by achievement. A career marked by high-profile legal battles, corruption allegations, and moments that placed him squarely at the center of national debate. One of the most widely discussed incidents in his career occurred in 2013, shortly after he assumed office as the first governor of Nairobi County. In what came to be known as the Shebesh slap, Kidero was caught on camera during a heated confrontation physically assaulting Rachel Shebesh. The incident sparked national outrage and intense media scrutiny. Though the matter was later settled out of court through reconciliation, it left a lasting stain on his early days in public office. Beyond public incidents, Kidero's tenure has been overshadowed by persistent allegations of corruption and financial misconduct. In November 2025, he was acquitted in a high-profile case involving the alleged loss of Kenya shillings 213 million from Nairobi County. The court ruled that prosecutors had failed to prove he personally benefited from the funds. However, his legal troubles did not end there. As of 2026, he continues to face charges in a separate Kenya shillings 58 million graft case, highlighting the ongoing scrutiny surrounding his leadership during his time in office. Further complicating his legacy are investigations by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EAAC, which has long probed his wealth. The commission estimates his net worth at approximately Kenya shillings 9 billion, far exceeding his declared figure of around Kenya shillings 563 million. Kidero has consistently challenged these claims, arguing that the valuation is exaggerated and includes properties that do not belong to him. In 2024, the Court of Appeal of Kenya allowed the EAAC to proceed with investigations into his bank accounts, paving the way for deeper scrutiny into his financial dealings. His earlier corporate career has also not escaped criticism. During his tenure as managing director of Mumias Sugar Company, once one of Kenya's most successful firms, Kidero was later linked by critics and audit reports to its financial decline. Allegations included irregular payments amounting to hundreds of millions of shillings for services allegedly not rendered, claims that have continued to follow him into his political life. Yet, despite these controversies, Kidero has remained a resilient figure in Kenyan public life, even securing a return to government in 2024 when President William Ruto appointed him chairperson of the Kenya National Trading Corporation. Behind the headlines and legal battles lies a story that began decades earlier. Evans Odhiambo Kidero was born on May 20, 1957 in the Majengo slums of Nairobi. Growing up as the eldest of 7 children, he was raised in modest circumstances that would later shape his ambitions and drive. A bright student from an early age, Kidero attended Agoro Ser High School in Homa Bay for his O-levels, where he emerged among the top students in the region. He later joined Mongu High School for his A-levels, rising to the position of head boy and finishing among the top candidates nationally in 1977. His academic excellence earned him admission to the University of Nairobi, where he graduated in 1983 with a Bachelor of Pharmacy. He would later advance his education with a Master of Business Administration from United States International University, Africa, in 1990. Kidero began his professional journey as a pharmacist at Kenyatta National Hospital, but his ambitions quickly extended beyond clinical practice. He transitioned into the corporate world, joining multinational pharmaceutical companies such as Warner Lambert and SmithKline Beecham, where he steadily climbed the ranks over more than a decade. By the early 2000s, Kidero had established himself as one of Kenya's leading corporate executives. He served as Chief Executive Officer of Nation Media Group between 2001 and 2003, before moving to Mumias Sugar Company, where he led the firm for nearly a decade. Under his leadership, the company experienced a period of expansion and profitability, diversifying into ventures such as power generation and bottled water, though its later decline would cast a shadow over these achievements. In 2013, Kidero made a dramatic shift from boardroom to politics, successfully contesting for the position of governor of Nairobi County, the first to hold the office under Kenya's devolved system of government. His tenure from 2013 to 2017 was marked by ambitious plans for urban development, but also by the controversies and legal challenges that would come to define much of his political career. After leaving office, he attempted a political comeback in 2022, running for governor of Homa Bay County as an independent candidate, but was defeated by Gladys Wanga. On the personal front, Kidero has experienced both loss and renewal. His first wife, Abigail Odhiambo Kidero, passed away in 2010 after battling cancer. He later remarried in 2011 to Susan Maboya, daughter of the late independence hero Tom Maboya and Pamela Maboya. He is a father of 3 children, most of whom were born during his first marriage. Financially, Kidero is regarded as one of Kenya's wealthiest public figures, though the exact extent of his wealth remains contested.
He attributes his fortune to decades of high-level corporate earnings, disciplined saving, and strategic investments in real estate and international equities. Among the assets linked to him are luxury developments under the Gem Suites brand, prime real estate in Nairobi neighborhoods such as Muthaiga, Jigiri, and Roslyn, and significant holdings in Kisumu. Today, Evans Kidero stands as a complex and polarizing figure, an accomplished professional who rose from humble beginnings to the highest levels of corporate and political power, yet whose legacy continues to be shaped by unresolved questions, legal scrutiny, and public debate.